Good morning, students. In this video we will discuss relationship between finite automata and regular expression. Specifically, we will discuss how to convert a regular expression into a DFA. So, in the last video we have seen some basic concepts such as what is a regular expression, how to define a regular expression, then what are the various operators which we use in a regular expression, and the precedence among the different operators, and some simple examples, and finally some properties, or we can say identities, which we use in simplifying the regular expression. In this video lecture we will discuss how to convert a regular expression into an FA. In the given figure, as you see, there is a cyclic transition from one block to another block. Okay, as we see, we can convert a regular expression into an FA with null moves. Then from an FA with null moves, we can convert an FA without null moves. And after converting an FA without null moves, we convert it in DFA. Or finally, if there is a possibility to minimize the DFA, then we minimize it. And finally, we get the DFA from regular expression. Okay. So these processes are performed in lexical analyzer of a compiler. In lexical analyzer, we provide regular expressions for the tokens which we want to recognize by the regular expression, recognized by the lexical analyzer. So in lexical analyzer, all these processes are to be performed. From regular expression, there is an algorithm which convert a regular expression into an FA with null moves. Thereafter, from an FA with null moves, we remove null transitions, so we get an FA without null moves, and from an FA without null moves, we finally get DFA, and from DFA, if there is a possibility, we minimize it. Okay. And after all these processes, we get a lexical analyzer for required tokens. Okay. So we will discuss how the algorithm is to be applied on regular expression to convert it in an FA with null moves. Okay. So first we discuss how the basic components of a regular expression is to be converted in an FA with null moves. So as we studied in the definition of a regular expression, that regular expression, that phi, null, and every symbol of sigma is a regular expression, and from these basic regular expressions we can get some complex regular expressions by using some operators. We use 4 operators in regular expressions: asterisk, that is clean closure, dot, that is concatenation, plus for union, and we use parenthesis. Okay. So on using some basic regular expressions, these operators, how we convert these complex expressions into an FA with null moves. Okay. So here you see that there is a theorem theorem says if R be a regular expression, then there exists a NFA with null moves. Means we can get an NFA with null moves for each and every regular expressions which accepts LR. LR represents language produced by the given regular expression. Okay. So while proving this statement, we also draw NFA with null moves for simpler regular expressions such as phi, null, or every symbol of sigma, and how to represent plus, dot, and asterisk in NFA with null moves. So let's start. First, construction of NFA with null moves, case 1. In first case, if phi is a regular expression, let's suppose phi is a regular expression, then how we represent phi? Okay, let's see. Here see, two states are represented. One state is S, which is initial state, and there is an final state F. So we know that phi means empty set. So if we have to represent phi with NFA, so there is no transition from starting state to final state. Okay, it means we cannot reach from initial to final. So there is no acceptance of any string. So this is the representation of phi. Okay, if we mathematically model this DFA, so M is a DFA or NFA where capital Q means number of states are only S and F, two states, and sigma, that is collection of symbols, is empty because there is no need of any symbol. Then delta, transition function, S is starting state and F is final state. So we can represent NFA for phi with this M. Okay, so there is no path from initial to final state. If in our exam, if in our question there is a requirement to represent phi, then we will represent it like this. Okay. Now take next regular expression, that is null. So if we take R as null, then how to represent N? How to represent null with NFA? In this figure you will see that only one state is there, that is S. Okay, this is initial as well as final. Okay, so null is accepted by this NFA, where if we represent it with mathematical model, then M is NFA. It consists of 5 components. First is capital Q, that is set of states. So we have only a single state, that is S. So capital Q consists of S, and there is no symbol because we have to represent it for null symbol. Then delta is transition function, S is starting state, and S is also a final state. Okay, so this is the representation of null. Now let's another case for each and every symbol of sigma. Sigma is set of symbols by which we can draw our strings. So if sigma consists of element, suppose A, so A is a regular expression by definition. So to NFA which represents A is like given in the figure. here we have two states S and F, and in between a transition for small a. So, we can reach at final state by a single transition, that is A. So, for each and every symbol of sigma we can draw an FA like that. Okay. So, in a mathematical model of for this NFA we have two states, that is S and F, and a final state consists of only a single state, that is F. Let us take another case 2, where regular expression consists of size of regular expression is greater than or equal to 1. Okay. Let us say as we have defined a regular expression, we have taken two regular expression R1 and R2, and on R1 and we use different operators on R1 and R2. So, let's take first case, that is R1 plus R2, or we can say R1 union R2. So, let R1 and R2 be the two regular expressions over sigma 1 and sigma 2, where sigma 1 is the set of symbols for regular expression R1 and sigma 2 is set of symbols for regular expression R2. So, two NFAs, first is N1 is for R1 and N1 is for R1 and N2 is for R2, and we have to take union of these two NFAs. Okay. So, how to take union of these two NFAs? Here in this figure we see that NFA for R1 and NFA for R2, that is N1 and N2, both are in parallel. Okay, because we have to perform plus operator on these two regular expressions R1 and R2. So, plus means we can take either R1, we can take string from either R1 or R2. Okay, so we have to join these two NFAs which represents R1 and R2, so that they are to be used in parallel. So, we have taken two another states, that is S for starting state and F for final state. So, from S we join both the NFAs N1 and N2 by using null transition. Null means we can reach from S to initial state of N1 without any symbol. Okay. Null means a string of size 0. So, null helps to join these two NFAs. So, we have taken initial state as S and final state as F, and join these two NFAs with S and F using null transition. So, here you see from S to initial state of N1 there is a null transition, and from S to S2 which is initial state of N2. So, we can reach from S on both the NFAs, either N1 and N2, and at last we join the final state of these two NFAs with a combined final state F. So, there is a transition from final state of N1 to F and transition from final state of N2 to F. So, in this way we can draw NFA for R1 plus R2. Okay. So, either we go through N1 from S to F, or we go to N2. This is N2. Okay, from S to F. So, this is the representation of NFA for R1 plus R2. Okay. So, if we represent this machine with M, so language generated by M, all the element of N1 any language entered by N1 machine or language entered by N2 machine. Okay. So, LM contains all the strings generated by N1 or generated by N2. So, okay. So, this is the M is the machine which generates language or set of strings which represents R1 or R2. Let us take another case for if we represent this machine M with a mathematical model, then we will get capital Q. Total number of states in this M is all the states of N1 as well as N2 and two additional states S and F. So, capital Q of M consists of all N1 and N2 union S and F. So, the number of states in M is all the states of N1 plus N2 plus S and F. So, all these are included in capital Q of M. Then set of symbols is sigma 1 of N1 plus sigma 2 of N2. Okay. So, all the symbol of these two NFAs are also a symbol of capital M, that is new machine. Then what is the final state of M? F is the final state of M and S is the initial state of M. So, in this way we can get the NFA. Let us take another case, that is concatenation. If R1 and R2 are two regular expressions, then R1 dot R is also a regular expression by definition, and small r represents R1 dot R2. So, we have to draw NFA for R1 dot R2. So, it is very simple. In this example, let us take N1 is the NFA for R1 and N2 is the NFA for R2. So, we have to make NFA for R1 dot R2. So, the final state of N1 machine and initial state of N2 machine is to be combined. Here you see final state of N1 machine and initial state of N2 machine are to be combined as a single state. So, this whole figure represents NFA for R1 dot R2. So, what are the variables for this machine? Let us see. M1 M is the machine for R1 dot R2. So, M is the machine for R1 dot R2. Then what is the capital Q? Capital Q contains all the states of N1 and N2. Okay. Such that final state of N1 is merged with initial state of N2. And what is the final state of combined figure? F2 is the final state of combined figure, which is the final state of N2, and initial state of combined figure is S1, which was the initial state of N1 figure. Okay. And the last case, that is we have covered R1 plus R2, R1 dot R2, and finally R1 asterisk. Let R is a regular expression, then R asterisk is also a regular expression according to the definition of a regular expression. Then how to represent R asterisk? Okay. R asterisk means the language generated by R asterisk is, it includes null, comma R1, comma R1 R1, comma R1 R1 R1, so that we can take any times R1. So let's take this example. In this example, N1 is the NFA for R1. R1 is our regular expression for which we have to draw NFA for R asterisk. So NFA for R1 is N1, where S1 is initial state and F1 is final state. So we have to take two other states, that is S and F. So S is the initial state of whole figure and F is the final state of whole figure. So we have to join initial state of whole figure with initial state of N1 with null transition, and final state of N1 with final state of whole figure, that is from F1 to F. And we have to repeat R1 number of times. So we have used null transition, and the direction of null transition from F1 to S1, it means we can go from F1, we can go from F1 to, we can go from F1 to S1 by using null transition. Means we can easily reach to S1 from F1 by using null transition. And because this R1 asterisk also generates null, so there is an edge from S to F, so that we can accept null string by this machine. So this null represents null string, and from F1 to S1 edge we can recursively generate longer strings such as R1 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 R1. Okay. So this whole figure represents NFA for R asterisk. Here you see LM. LM means the language generated by the machine M. This is the machine M. So it consists of null. Here you see null, then L N1, L L1 dot L N1, L1 L1, and you can take any number of times. Okay, it means R1 asterisk. So LM represents R1 asterisk. So in the mathematical model of this M, we have capital Q, as we have only we have states S and F, union all the states of Q1. Q1 means the states used to represent N1 NFA. Okay. So we can take union of N1 as well as S and F. So these are the states of, these are the total set of states in new machine. Okay. Then sigma 1 is the symbol for R1. So this is also a set of symbols for M. Then starting state of whole figure is S. S is starting state and final state is F. Okay. So in this way we can generate NFA for the R asterisk. Okay. Additionally, we can see that what is the NFA for R plus. we have seen NFA for R asterisk. So, what is the difference between R plus and R asterisk? R plus does not contain null. The language generated by R plus is R comma R R comma R R R, but it does not contain null. So, in the previous figure you see that we have represented null transition from S to F, which helps in generating null transition by the NFA. But if we draw NFA for R plus, then there is no transition from S to no transition from S to F. So, by the NFA of R plus, we cannot accept null transition. Okay. All the other things are same as in previous figure. So, in this way we have represented that we can draw NFA with null transition for each and every regular expression. Either it is simple R like null, phi, or any symbol of sigma, or there is a combination of R and different operators. Okay. So, we have represented all the cases in the above example. Okay. So, in this way we can draw NFA for any regular expression. Let us see some examples so that we can learn how to draw a NFA. Let us take an example 1. Here you see the question is construct NFA for the regular expression A plus B A asterisk. So, we have to draw NFA with null transition for, here in question written is construct NFA. Okay. So, NFA means we have NFA and we can use null. So, we have to draw A plus B A asterisk. So, if we see this regular expression A plus B A asterisk, then it consists of R1, let us say A is R1 and R2 is B A asterisk, and in between there is plus operator. Okay. So, first we have to draw NFA for A, then NFA for B A asterisk, then take union of these two components R1 plus R2. Let us see. So, R1 is A. So, for R1, that is A, we can draw NFA like that. There are two states Q1 and Q2, and there is a single transition, that is small a from Q1 to Q2. And for B, in similar way, we have NFA for B. Okay. So, we have to draw NFA for A plus B A asterisk, B A asterisk. So, this is the figure for A asterisk. Okay. A asterisk means we can generate null, single A, double A, triple A, and number of A's by this figure. So, we have taken 4 states Q5, Q6, Q7, Q8, and there is a repetition with null, and there is a null transition from Q5 to Q6. So, that null is also generated, and this null is for repeating A number of times. So, this is for A asterisk. So, we have to draw a regular expression for B, we have to draw a regular expression for A plus B A asterisk. So, this figure is for B A asterisk. See, Yeah, this means we have a dot operator in between B and A asterisk. We have dot operator between B and A asterisk. So, this is for B and this is for A asterisk. This whole figure is for A asterisk and this is for B, and we have joined these two figure with null. Okay. We can simplify it in a manner. We may combine Q4 and Q5 as a single state, as we have seen in previous case. We can combine Q4 and Q5. Okay, but this representation is also correct. Okay, here this is for A asterisk and this is for B. So, this whole figure is for B A asterisk. Here we have used null to join B and NFF of B and A asterisk. Okay. Finally, this is the figure for, we have initially drawn NFA for A, then NFA for B A asterisk and then combined. So, we can say, as we have studied R1 plus R2, where R1 and R2 both are in parallel. Okay. So, in this figure, this branch, this is branches for A and this branch is for B A asterisk. Okay. So, this complete figure is for R1 plus R2 or A plus B A asterisk. So, this figure is for A plus B A asterisk. So, in this manner we can draw any complex regular expression. Okay. Let us take another example. How to draw NFA with null moves for regular expression 0 plus 1 asterisk. So, this case can be understood like that: R1 plus R2, R1 is 0 and R2 is 1. Okay. Then asterisk over R1 plus asterisk over R1 plus R2. So, first we have to draw an FA for 0. So, this is the figure for 0 and this is for 1, this is for 1. This is for 0 and this is for 1 and this is for combined, that is 0 plus 1. So, this figure is for either we can go from initial to final with 0 or we can move from Q1 to final state with 1. So, these 0 and 1 are in parallel. Okay. So, this figure is for 0 plus 1, but we have to draw for 0 plus 1 whole asterisk. Okay. So, we take help of R asterisk as we studied earlier, regular expression for R asterisk. So, this figure is for 0 plus 1, okay, and this complete figure is for 0 plus 1 ka asterisk. So, we have added two states, initial and final, and one transition from initial to final to accept null, and this edge from this state to initial state with null transition, so that we can repeat any number of times, either 0 or 1. Okay. In this way we can get figure for 0 plus 1 asterisk. Later on we can represent to simplify our complete figure. Let us say this is state Q0. If we draw like that 0, 1, okay, and it means there is an edge, there is a self loop for 0 as well as 1. Okay. Let us say state self loop for 0, 1. This self loop is for 0 as well as 1. So, this complete figure is same as this figure. Okay. Later on we can use this figure to simplify our complete regular expression. Okay. Let us take another example. The question is construct an FA for the language having odd number of ones, So, first we have to draw a regular expression which represents odd number of ones. Okay. Then draw an FA for that. So, to write a regular expression for odd number of ones, here see this 1 asterisk represents, this represents null 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1. It means from 1 1 asterisk we can have null 2 1 4 1 6 1 and so on. But we have to draw a regular expression for odd number of ones. So, if we add 1 here, so from this whole expression we can get odd number of ones, because a single one is added with even number of ones. So, this single one helps us to generate odd number of ones. So, this is the regular expression. Now, we have to draw an FA for the given regular expression. So, if we see that this expression can be represented as R1 dot R2, where R1 is 1 and R2 is 1 1 asterisk. So, first we have to draw an FA for 1 and then an FA for 1 1 asterisk, and finally concatenation of 1 dot 1 1 asterisk. Okay. So, let us see this NFA is for this NFA is for 1 1 asterisk. Here you see 1 1 and this is for asterisk and this is for null transition. Okay. So, this figure is for 1 1 asterisk. Okay. Let us see. So, we have to draw an FA for 1 1 1 we have to draw an FA for 1 1 1 asterisk. So, this is for 1 and this whole figure is for 1 1 asterisk. So, we have to draw figure for 1 dot 1 1 asterisk. So, in this way we can combine these two regular expression and here dot operator. So, this is one representation of this whole figure, or you can also represent it like that, combine these two states in a single state. Okay. So, in either way you can draw an FA for this regular expression. So, there are another examples. We have to go for one final example, that is for these all are simpler, you can draw on your own. Let us take this example. NFA for regular expression A asterisk plus B asterisk plus C asterisk. Okay. So, there is a union between A asterisk, B asterisk and C asterisk. Okay. So, first we have to draw a regular expression for A asterisk, then B asterisk and C asterisk, and combine them as union. So, let us see, this example is for A asterisk, example is for A asterisk. Okay. This is for B asterisk and this is for C asterisk. Okay. And combine all these three. Here see, this is the initial state for combined figure, this is the final state for combined figure, and these are in parallel. This is for A asterisk, this is for B asterisk, this is for C asterisk. So, we can move from initial to final by choosing any one among these three expressions, either A asterisk or B asterisk or C asterisk. So, this is the NFA for A asterisk plus B asterisk plus C asterisk. Let us move final example. Okay, see this question. In this question, we have to draw DFA. We have to draw DFA for the expression 0 plus 1 whole asterisk, 0 0 plus 1 1 and 0 plus 1 whole asterisk. If we see this expression, there is a concatenation of little bit among these three expressions. Okay. So, this is like that R1 dot R2 dot R3. So, we have to convert this regular expression into DFA. So, first we have to convert this expression into NFA with null, then from NFA with null we have to eliminate null transitions, then after eliminating null transition we have to convert in DFA, okay, and then finally minimize the DFA. So, let us see, all these cases are as we have seen in block diagram in the first page, that there is a transition among all these, that is from regular expression we can go to the NFA with null, and from NFA with null we can move to NFA without null, and from NFA without null we have moved to DFA. So, in this example we have to take all the steps. So, first let us say this figure is for taking whole expression as R. So, this is for whole expression. We can take two states, one is initial and one is final, and we can reach from initial to final by accepting these regular expression. Okay. Then here we can in this figure there is a concatenation of three expressions R1 dot R2 dot R3. So, this is, let us take, this is R1, this is R2, this is R3. So, we can write it like that, R1 dot R2 dot R3. Okay. Next, here 0 plus 1 asterisk, it is represented like, as we have explained earlier, loop for 0 plus 1, or we can write like that 0 comma 1, both representations are correct. Either write 0 plus 1, here see, either you write 0 plus 1 or 0 comma 1. So, in this figure we have expanded 0 plus 1 asterisk, we have represented 0 plus 1 asterisk like this. Okay. And in the next figure we have represented 0 plus 1 in this manner, and 0 0 plus 1 1, there is a plus operator between 0 0 and 1 1. So 0 0 is parallel to 1 1, and between 0 0 there is a dot operator. So this is 0 dot 0, it means 1 0 is prior to another 0, and here same 1 dot 1. So this is the final figure for the whole expression. Okay, but this figure is using null transition. If we have to convert this whole figure, this expression into DFA, then we have to remove null transition from here. So how to remove null transition from NFA with null? We have studied it in unit 1. Okay, in unit 1 we have studied how to convert NFA into DFA, okay, and NFA with null into NFA. There we have studied null closure. So by using the concept of null closure, we can remove null from any NFA. So by removing null from this figure, we can get this figure. Here you see, this is for 0 plus 1 asterisk, this is for 0 0, this is for 1 1 in parallel, and finally in last we have 0 plus 1 asterisk. So this figure is same as above figure, but in this figure there is no null transition. Okay. So how to convert NFA with null into an NFA? You read the concept in unit 1. Okay. And finally, because this is not DFA, this is not DFA, this is NFA, this is NFA without, this is NFA without null moves, this is NFA without null moves. So why this is NFA? Because for 0 input we can move from Q0 to Q5 either, or we can have self loop from Q0. So there is a two transitions for 0 input. There is a true transition for 0 input in the same state. From Q0 we can move to, you can write delta Q0 comma 0. This will give two states, Q0 comma Q5. It means from Q0 we can move either Q0 or Q5 by accepting 0, or we can move to Q6 or Q0 by accepting 1. So for a single symbol we can move to more than one state. So this is an NFA. So we have to convert this NFA into a DFA. Okay. So how to convert NFA into DFA? This concept you have also studied in unit 1. Okay. So this is the transition table for NFA, and this is here we have converted in DFA. So in DFA this whole set of states represents a single state. Okay. So this is a transition table for DFA, and finally this is the figure for DFA. Okay. So in this DFA we have 5 states, 1 2 3 4 5, 1 2 3 4 5. So if and there are 2 final states, this one and this one. So if there is a possibility to minimize DFA, so we have to try it. So this is here see reduce the number of states of above DFA. Okay. This concept you have also studied in unit 1. So by reducing states we will get this figure. In this figure you will see you have only 4 states, 1 2 3 4, and in the previous figure you have 5 states. So this is the minimized DFA. Okay. So if in question there is given that convert given regular expression into DFA, then you have to apply all these steps. First you have to convert regular expression into NFA with null, then from NFA with null you have to go to NFA without null, then from NFA without null you have to go to DFA, and if there is a possibility of minimization then we have to minimize the given DFA, then your answer is complete. So, this is the final answer, okay, for given question. So, let us recap once again. This is the summary of all these concepts. So, we can convert a regular expression into NFA, from NFA with null to NFA without null, then NFA without null to DFA. Okay. In next video we will study how to convert a DFA into a regular expression. So, to convert a DFA into a regular expression we have to study Arden's theorem. By using help of Arden's theorem we can convert a DFA into a regular expression. Okay. So, this is the completion of the video lecture. Okay, thank you.